If you harbor animosity toward God, feel free to turn away from this message. However, if there is even a flicker of love in your heart for the Creator, if you've ever sensed a greater force guiding your life, then I urge you to stay. Do not pass this by. This is no ordinary message. It is a living, breathing word sent directly from heaven itself. What you are about to hear does not come from any human or emotion, but from the very heart of the Almighty God, your Creator, the one who knows you by name, who has watched over you since the day you were born, and who has ordained every moment of your life. Open your heart and listen carefully, for I am the Lord, your God, your eternal Father. My words are not spoken in vain. Today, at this very moment, I have chosen to speak to you, bringing with it a revelation that will alter the course of your life. You did not arrive here by mere chance. This message has been designed for you long before your birth. Your spirit recognizes its truth, even as your mind may still be processing the significance of these words. There is something deep within you that knows this is a divine message from above. At this very moment, something extraordinary has transpired in the heavenly realms. The sound of trumpets has echoed throughout the spiritual heavens, and the atmosphere has shifted. Your guardian angel, who has been with you from the moment of conception, has received a special assignment to bring this sacred message to you. He is not alone in this task. He carries the anointing of the Spirit, the full endorsement of the heavenly throne, and the seal of the Father's authority. A profound decision hath been made, one that is far from ordinary. It is a decree from heaven, filled with grace and truth, and it holds the power to shape the very length of your life. I do not share this with you to bring fear, but to awaken you, to help you see that you are in a divinely appointed moment. A pivotal decision is being made in these next 29 minutes that will seal your future. How you respond to this message will determine whether you align with my will or continue on your current path. There are rare moments when I intervene directly in the affairs of mankind. In the past, I have done so with prophets, kings, and nations, and now I do so with you. Not because you are greater, but because I love you with a love that is eternal, a love that you cannot fully comprehend. I have been with you all along, even in moments when you did feel my presence. I have witnessed your quiet tears in the night, heard your unspoken prayers, and seen the longing in your heart for answers. Though you may have felt alone, I have never been far from you. I have been closer than you realize. But now, this is a defining moment. This is a day of divine intervention, a moment when the heavens are aligned for you. The angels have moved, and the book of your life has been opened. The pages have been reviewed, and I have declared, it is time to speak to him. It is time to warn him, to prepare him, to call him deeper into my purpose, for I do not want him to be lost. I do not want him to live without meaning, to end this life without fulfilling the purpose I created him for. That's why today I speak to you with love and urgency. The time for you to ignore my voice has passed. Pay attention, for this message is a turning point. From this moment, everything has the potential to change, not because of your actions alone, but because I have decided it. I am not a distant, uncaring God looking down from afar. I am your Father, deeply involved in every detail of your life. I know the thoughts that occupy your mind, the private struggles you face, and the fears you carry alone. I understand the pain from your past, the whims from childhood, the betrayals that have scarred your heart, and the confusion that clouds your choices. And I want you to know today I have seen it all. I have been with you, and I have never forsaken you. What has transpired in the spiritual realm is a pivotal shift, a moment of change that will forever distinguish a before and an after. Do not ignore this moment. Do not harden your heart. Do not close your ears, because this may very well be the last time I speak to you in this way. The door is open now, but it will not remain open forever. This message is a matter of life or death, not as punishment, but because you are standing at a crucial point in time, a prophetic season. What you choose to do now will shape everything that follows. Stay, and do not ignore this call as you have before. This word has been sent with great power, and you are here because heaven has determined that you should hear it. Do not close your heart to this, but open it wide and receive what I am speaking. Listen closely, for I am not finished yet. What I have begun to share with you is not merely a warning. It is a profound revelation from my heart to yours. There are deep truths I want you to grasp, truths that will change your life. You have arrived at a moment when darkness has sought to envelop you, but I, your God, am here to pull you out of those shadows. I come with power, light, and truth to set you free. Do not be afraid, for when I speak, the heavens and the earth respond. I am breaking every chain that has held you captive, every stronghold that has kept you bound, every bad habit that has drained your strength, and every lie that has obscured your vision. You were never meant to live as a prisoner of your past, of your mistakes, or of your pain. You are stepping into a new season, one unlike any you've known before, a season marked by my hand, filled with hope, promise, and divine favor, favor that cannot be revoked by anyone, not by men nor by the enemy. And to hear this well, it is not by your own efforts or merits that you are here, but because of my eternal love for you. The gift I offer you today, this word that you are receiving, is a direct outpouring from my heart. I am your heavenly Father, and I take great delight in blessing my children. Even when they are undeserving, I seek them out. I pursue them with grace, because my love is not contingent upon their perfection, but upon my unchanging faithfulness. I want you to fully grasp the significance of this moment. It is sacred, and it is not merely a message. It is a spiritual shift. This is a divine appointment that heaven has ordained for your life. I know that the enemy has whispered lies to you, lies of defeat, failure, and abandonment. I have seen it. He has tried to convince you that you are unworthy, that you are alone, that your best days are behind you. But I, your God, declare that these are lies, and today I silence them with my authority. I speak my truth over you. You are my beloved child, created in my image. Within you lies a divine spark that cannot be extinguished, for I placed it there. Your destiny is greatness, not mediocrity. You are meant to walk in victory, not in defeat. And though you have stumbled, though you have fallen, I have not altered my purpose for your life. My plans for you remain unchanged. My promise remains intact, and it cannot be undone. The plans I have set for you are plans for good, not for harm. I have designed them to prosper you, to bring you hope, and to assure you of a future filled with my glory. Is there anything too difficult for me? I am the God of the impossible, the one who makes a way in the wilderness and causes rivers to flow in the desert. I am preparing to do something in your life that will leave you speechless in awe. You will be astonished by my power and goodness. What I am about to accomplish will be so magnificent that you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it is my hand at work, not your own. This is a season of divine alignment. I am aligning every part of your life with my perfect will. No detail has escaped my notice. The relationships that were broken, the connections you thought were lost, the dreams you gave up on because you believe it was too late, the promises you thought were forgotten, everything is returning to its rightful place. I am restoring, reconciling, and reviving. I am bringing your life into perfect harmony with the rhythm of heaven. Nothing has been lost, nothing has been in vain. Even when you couldn't see it, I have been working behind the scenes, orchestrating events, moving pieces, softening hearts, opening doors, and closing others that were never meant for you. What you perceive as chaos was actually my hand bringing order. I make beauty from ashes, I bring redemption from brokenness, and I draw purpose from pain. Do not fear what you've endured, because I will use every part of it for your good. Trust me. This is my invitation to you. Do not rely on your natural sight, for it only sees the present, but I see the future. I see the finished work. I know the end from the beginning, and I assure you that I will remain faithful to complete the work I have begun in you. I will not leave you unfinished, nor will I abandon you. I will carry you to the end. I will strengthen you, uphold you, and lift you up. Stay with me. Listen carefully to each word I speak, for they carry life, purpose, and my divine plan. Before the world was even formed, I knew every detail of your existence. Nothing in your life has been by chance. Every step you've taken, every tear you shed, every moment of silence, and every night of struggle have been recorded in my eternal book. I have not been a distant observer. I have been involved in every moment, with infinite patience, waiting for the perfect time to reveal to you the marvelous things I am about to do. This is not a moment of emotional stirring, nor a shallow word. It is a celestial command, a divine movement of my spirit over your life that will forever shift what you once believed was unchangeable. The years have not passed without reason. Though it seemed like some promises were left unfulfilled, the truth is that they were ripening according to my divine timeline. What appeared to be a delay was in fact my protection, and what seemed like silence was my preparation. During the time when you believed nothing was happening, I was laying deep foundations that will now support the very things I am about to raise in your life. My thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not like your ways. Just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours. Because of this, rather than rushing ahead, it was necessary for you to wait, even though you didn't understand why. Every word of discouragement spoken over you, every rejection that wounded your heart, and every promise made and broken, had been seen from above. Nothing has escaped my sight, and nothing in your life is without purpose when my hands are at work. I am taking everything that seemed broken and giving it new life, a new design. I am not merely repairing, but recreating and remaking what once seemed formless, worthless, and hopeless. I have commanded the angels in heaven to begin clearing away the rubble that has surrounded your destiny. The voices that rose against you, the doubts that took root within you, the curses that were spoken over your name, these are all being silenced under my authority. This is not just another season, but one that is sealed by my power. Do not let the circumstances you currently see deceive you. What looks stagnant is about to flow. What seemed dead is on the verge of resurrection. What others overlooked in you, I have seen from the very beginning. I am dismantling the mental structures that have confined you, tearing down the internal strongholds that made you believe you were incapable, unworthy, or unable to move forward. I am releasing freedom into areas that have been bound for years, freedom to think differently, to believe differently, to walk differently. Not by your strength, but by my spirit. Where my spirit is, there is freedom, and it is this very freedom that I am now pouring over you. Nothing can hinder what I have already set in motion. The opposition you faced was never a sign of defeat, but proof that there is something valuable within you that the enemy feared. That is why he fought so relentlessly to break you, to discourage you, to push you into retreat. But he did not succeed. I have held your life firmly in my mighty right hand. You have not come this far by chance, you have come by design. Even though you stumbled, I never allowed you to fall entirely, because my love is unwavering. It does not grow weary, and it will never turn away. I am orchestrating people, resources, opportunities, in the perfect moments so that everything unfolds according to my word. While it may appear as though nothing is shifting, Everything is transforming in the spiritual realm. The wind of my spirit has already begun to sweep across your journey. I am bringing restoration where only devastation existed. I am reclaiming what was taken from you, multiplying what once seemed insignificant, and honoring the faith you held on to even when you saw no tangible answers. Today marks a pivotal moment. You will no longer reflect on the past with pain, but with a testimony of my faithfulness. The memories of your struggles will no longer be drenched in sorrow but will serve as proof of what I've brought you through. I will turn your tears into psalms of joy. From the deepest depths of your brokenness, I will draw out the greatest glory. From what you believed would destroy you, I will bring forth a purpose that will define your life. This is not just a fleeting emotion. This is eternal, real, and divine. The moment has arrived. The signs you've seen were not in vain. Everything you've experienced, even what felt like a loss, is part of a divine plan intricately woven from eternity. There is no mistake I cannot redeem. There is no past I cannot transform with purpose. There is no situation that cannot be used to bring about your transformation. When I extend my hand, I am restoring the time that many believed you had lost. But I do not restore through simple compensation. I bring supernatural acceleration. What should have taken years can now be completed in days when I issue the command. Every empty space within you, every deep yearning yet unfulfilled, is being seen with compassion and divine wisdom. I have not overlooked your desires, nor have I denied your prayers. I have gathered them as incense before me, and each one has been weighed in my perfect justice. I am causing the most intimate longings of your heart to align with the eternal blueprint I have for your life. No longer will there be confusion, no more detours, no more unanswered questions. I am bringing clarity where uncertainty once prevailed. My light will drive away every shadow. I have already begun speaking into your circumstances in ways you may not have recognized as mine before. I am opening your spiritual eyes and ears so that you can understand my ways, even in the ordinary, in the everyday moments. Do not wait for a dramatic sign from the heavens to believe that I am with you. My presence is not confined to the spectacular. My power is also revealed in the quiet whisper, at the precise moment, in the smallest of details. I am enveloping your environment with a new atmosphere. The heaviness that once surrounded you will begin to lift, and the weight you carried will lighten. Conversations will shift in unexpected ways, and wisdom will flow to you as never before. This is not mere imagination, this is the evidence of my active work in your life. My promises are not delayed, nor have they been changed. What I spoke over your life remains steadfast, with all its weight and glory intact. I am bringing order not just to your external circumstances, but also to your inner world. I am teaching you to think with a kingdom perspective, to make decisions with eternal vision, to walk with assurance rather than hesitation. I am strengthening your character, not as a form of punishment, but because the place I am taking you requires depth, integrity, and unwavering strength. What lies ahead is too precious to be built on a fragile foundation. That's why I work quietly in secret, before revealing the fullness in the open. Everything you were destined to do is stirring to life. The potential that seemed dormant has begun to awaken. You will never be the same as you once were. Your entire perspective on life will be transformed. Priorities will be realigned, and your goals will take on a new shape. When I touch a heart, everything inside it begins to come alive with divine purpose. I am awakening within you passion, focus, discernment, and spiritual authority. Where doubt once reigned, certainty will now fill its place. Where you once felt lost and directionless, you will now clearly know where to go. Do not let the voices of the world define you based on what others are experiencing. The rhythm I've set for your life is unique, crafted specifically for the purpose I have for you. What others achieve by their own means, you will see come to pass by my hand. I am raising you up with a strength that is not yours but comes directly from my presence. Every area of your life is being saturated with a new level of divine authority. You will become a living testament to the truth that nothing is impossible when I intervene. The influence you will carry will not come from human plans or strategies, but from the glory that will shine through you. People you've never met will be impacted by what I am doing in your life. You will not need to seek recognition or accolades. The fruit of your life will speak for itself. I am raising a voice within you that will bring clarity, comfort, and truth. What once seemed insignificant in your hands will now be multiplied, and the small things will be magnified. The weak areas in your life will be strengthened, and you will be prepared for a constant flow of revelation. This will not be a one-time event. It will be an ongoing process filled with surprises, divine instructions, and clear manifestations of my will. This journey will take you along a path that few truly understand, but it is the path I have chosen for you. You don't need human understanding to follow a heavenly call. Where I lead, I provide. Where I call, I will support you. And where I am, nothing will be missing or lacking in your life. A completely new season has now been set in motion within your spiritual realm. The doors that once seemed immovable, sealed shut with iron, are beginning to respond to the authority of my word. The dimensions that were once beyond your comprehension are now being unlocked with divine precision. This is not the time to look back or to mourn what you have lost, but rather to lift your eyes and perceive the new things I am revealing before you. For what I am doing transcends time and is not limited by your circumstances. My work is eternal, and when I choose to intervene, no barrier can stand in my way. I am reshaping paths and creating roads you never even imagined, paths that were already written for you before you were born. Everything you are about to experience is not by chance or coincidence. Everything has been carefully aligned with perfect precision by my hand. From this point onward, every step you take will be guided, and decisions will no longer be driven by impulse or fear, but by spiritual discernment and understanding. I am fine-tuning your perception, sharpening your sensitivity to the unseen, so that you no longer stumble in places where you once fell, nor repeat cycles that I have already broken. There will be sudden shifts in your environment, changes that may appear unsettling, but do not be afraid. These shifts are not meant to destroy you, but to position you exactly where I want you to be. I am moving things that no longer belong in this new chapter of your life. I am severing superficial alliances, breaking relationships that were hindering your progress, and removing commitments that have been distracting you from your true purpose. This is not rejection. This is divine protection. Not everything can accompany you into the land I have prepared for you. There are things that work in past seasons, but they cannot remain under the fresh anointing that I am pouring upon you. I will also make you visible to key individuals. You won't need to chase after influence. It will be given to you as a tool for impact. You will be invited into places without knocking on doors, and the words you once spoke in private will now be remembered in places of authority. I am opening communication channels where there were once walls, and you will be heard and understood in ways you were previously ignored. What I have placed in you now carries weight. It holds power, and its divine origin cannot be denied. You do not need to hide behind masks or conform to molds that fail to reflect your true identity. I am the one who created you, the one who understands every intricate part of your design, and it is my will for you to walk in authenticity. You have not been called to imitate others, but to reflect the unique essence I have placed within you. In a world filled with confusion and distraction, my truth will shine as a beacon in your life. The light I am igniting within you is not of human origin. It is a divine glory that cannot be dimmed by criticism or doubt. I am lifting the weariness you have accumulated, the emotional burdens, the spiritual exhaustion, and the silent fatigue that has drained your strength. In this moment, my presence is aggressing all of it. I am not simply renewing your strength for survival, but for victory. Every step you take will produce results, no more aimless cycles. Every effort you make will bear fruit. Every prayer will resound in the heavens, and every sacrifice will be honored. I am also restoring your relationship with time. There will be no more anxiety about the future, no more pressure from the achievements of others. I am the Lord of time, and I am teaching you to live in the rest of my sovereign will. Everything will come at its appointed time, no earlier, no later. As it arrives, it will come with peace, with confirmation, and with fullness. From this moment forward, you will begin to notice how burdens that once weighed you down will simply fall away not by force, but through divine revelation. When you come to understand who I am and what I am doing in your life, fear will have no place. You will move forward with newfound security, a confidence that does not stem from your past, but from my living word. You will no longer view the future with dread, but with holy anticipation. The atmosphere around you is being purified. The spiritual environment that once felt stifling will be transformed, not by fleeting emotions, but by my direct intervention. I am placing a special shield of protection around your life. The place where you dwell will be filled with my peace, and those who enter will recognize it. My presence will establish itself as a covering, a sign, and a promise that I have chosen to remain, to dwell, and to stay with you always. What begins now is reversible. The course of your life has been permanently altered with my eternal seal, and there is a work in progress that not everyone will comprehend. Those who knew you in your weakest moments will struggle to understand the transformation I am bringing about in you. Do not seek explanations or validation from others. What I am creating in you does not require human approval. The change I am bringing will be clear in time, and it does not need to be defended or justified. My glory will speak for itself. I am crafting something eternal within you, and although you cannot yet see the full picture, know that every stroke of this work has intention, every shift in your life has purpose, and every moment of silence carries meaning. In this moment, I am awakening promises that have long remained dormant deep within you, not forgotten, but carefully preserved. They were kept safe until your spirit was mature enough to receive them. I did not rush this process, for I know the perfect time to open every door, and now that moment has come. Some promises that seem buried will begin to unfold with a speed that defies all logic. It's not that they weren't real before, but now you are positioned to hold them. I am positioning you not just to receive blessings, but to manage them, because it's not just about what you receive, but about fulfilling my purpose through you. What I give you is not for personal gain, but to manifest my will. Your voice will begin to carry authority in areas where you once had no influence, not because of status or human power, but because my presence will back every word spoken in obedience. You won't need to shout to be heard. The resonance of my presence within you will ensure that every word you speak finds its rightful place.